Why form the false friendship? Bani. O Surit, I know you have been unhappy here since the day you forgot the Shabad and struck up a friendship with the mind. This is the Bani of Param Sant Sadguru Hazur Radhaswami Ji. He says, O soul, you have been suffering since time immemorial. You have brought all this suffering on your own self through your friendship with the mind, and now you have become the form of the mind itself. Through that friendship with the mind, which is destructible, you have become the form of Maya. By constant association with that which is destructible, you are destroying your life. You are overflowing with desires, and those desires remain unfulfilled. And because your desires are unsatisfied, your heart remains ever restless. Since that day when you first forgot the true name, you have been enduring suffering upon suffering. Bani. The foolish mind has become tied to the body. You are enticed by the taste of the senses. The ignorant mind, turning its back on the conscious soul, has struck up a friendship with this material body formed of 5 elements. The body has come under the control of the senses. The senses in turn seek pleasure in the outside world, while the mind, taking up its seat in our within, finds fleeting happiness in those outer enjoyments. And lost in these ephemeral pleasures, you have forgotten your own true self. The individual ego has overpowered you. You think, this body is mine. I am the body. But the body belongs to Maya. This is the reason for all your unhappiness. This world is destructible, and you are being destroyed along with it. Bani. The family and relations heap misery on your head, but entangled in the illusion, you cling to their company. The taste of even one sense pleasure can enslave you to such a degree that you can never become free of its addiction your whole life long. Someone may have the habit of drinking liquor. They leave their home with a vessel wrapped in a cloth. They squander all their money buying liquor to fill the vessel. They drink all that liquor and then return home. The taste of just one sense pleasure can destroy your life, but so many cravings fill your within. Someone may have a taste for good foods, or someone might like to look at good things. Now so many cinema houses have been constructed. Every day a new one opens its doors, and the cinemas are always packed with people because the eyes control us. In this way, the taste for all these sense pleasures is ruining our lives, and we don't even realize it. We think, whatever I am doing, it is a good thing. We are helpless before these outer tastes, and we are spoiling our precious human birth. All this suffering comes through the body. We are trapped in the give and take of children, family, relatives, caste, clan, wealth, property. All these things bring us suffering, but we have made them our very own. We think, I have this duty. If I don't take care of everything, who will do it? Our ego tells us that everything depends on us, and we remain ensnared in the worldly responsibilities until death overtakes us. How long do you think your relationship with these worldly things will last? We had no connection with them before we were born, and in the end, they will not remain with us. In between birth and death, for a brief 4 days of life, we have become bewitched by the material world, but in the end, death stands waiting for us. Our attachment to all these outer things is the cause of our suffering, but we spend our lives in their service and consider them the source of happiness. Bani. You are conscious spirit. But this illusory world is made up of gross matter. Why form a friendship with falsehood? Here he clarifies that you are a conscious soul. Matter, which makes up the outer world, is unconscious. It is unreal. Our perception of the material world is an invention of our own buddhi, or intellect. How can day come together with night? Unconscious matter is the form of darkness and ignorance. It appears real to us, but it has no innate reality of its own. In contrast, our soul is conscious. It is self-existing. It is the form of light. How can the conscious soul mingle with unconscious matter? Where there is night, there is no day, and where there is day, there is no night. But we are caught in between the two in a state of ambiguity, which is another word for illusion. Illusion is neither truth nor falsehood. Caught in this ambiguity, we perceive the world through inference. All the jivas pass their lives understanding this illusion as the reality. We think, what if this happens to me tomorrow? In the future, my condition may become like this. My children may become like that, and then I will do such and such for them. But this is all a game of what if. It is all inference and guesswork. We have no idea what will actually happen tomorrow, and all the world is caught up in flights of fancy and speculation. We waste our precious lives in these useless daydreams and remain in a state of ignorance. This ignorance is called illusion. Bani. Wake up now. If you lose this opportunity, you will keep wandering in the four kinds of birth. Now we have the human body, and it is time to wake up. If we develop right understanding now, well and good. But if we don't, we will be thrown back into the wheel of transmigration. Here, Baba Somanath Ji asks Pushpama Ji to sing a Kannada hymn from the Mankutimana Kaga. Bani. I am one power. The second power is the world. When I and you are eliminated, unity, or the third power, remains. Remain absorbed in the unity while you attend to your worldly work. O Mankutima, the wise devotee understands that this world is just a play. There are three powers at work, the poet tells us. The individual I who is speaking is the first power. The material world is the second power. And the third power unites the other two. Three powers are at work. The jiva, with an individual identity, is one power. The second power is the created world. And the third is that conscious power that permeates and yet is separate from the other two. The action and interaction of these three powers keep all the creation running. The devotee who is wise and alert practices the meditation and remains absorbed in the Lord's devotion day and night. Such a devotee works within the first two powers, but remains detached from them, rising above the individual self and the created world. The devotee becomes one with all consciousness. For such an enlightened and awakened devotee, this world is just a play. The devotee watches the play with an air of detachment. As long as such devotees remain in the created world, they think, I am acting out my role in this play. Having risen above their individual identity, they are no longer bound by it. Such devotees see that all this world is a play. Babaji returns here to the hymn of Swamiji. Therefore, Swamiji Maharaj says that in this human birth, you should remain awake and alert. Otherwise, you will have to keep wandering through the four kinds of birth: moisture-born, seed-born, egg-born and womb-born, and all the 84 lakh life forms. But this is your opportunity to come out of the cycle of births and deaths. If you stay alert now, you can accomplish the work for which you came. Bani. Going in the satsang, seek the realm of truth. Become absorbed in the Satguru's love. What is the importance of attending the satsang? If we go on hearing the truth, then the falsehood and illusion of the outer world that have grown so strong within us are gradually rendered powerless. Love and devotion for the Guru awakens, and following the Guru's instructions, we begin to meditate with accuracy and regularity. This is what we gain from attending satsang. Just to hear the discourse is not satsang. Satsang means to become the form of truth. Many people listen, but when it comes time to apply the Guru's words to their lives, then they become lazy. No matter how much you may listen to the satsang, until you act on what you have heard, you cannot gain any benefit. Satsang lasts only for 1 hour. We pass all the rest of our time sitting at home involved in the feverish activity and hubbub of the world. It is only in that 1 hour of satsang that we hear the truth and can devote some time for the upliftment of our soul. But Satmat is the path of experiencing the truth, and without practicing the meditation, we cannot see this truth with our own eyes. Many satsangis get together here when I come once a year on tour, but for the rest of the year they do not show their faces in the satsang. When you ask them why they do not attend, they say, "Oh, I had some pressing work," or "I live too far away." Someone else says, "There were many difficulties at home." Friend, it is to become free of these very difficulties that you should ignore the dictates of your mind and remain regular in your attendance at satsang. You never miss a meal. You never forget that it is time to eat. You never postpone having your food. You expect your meals at a fixed time, and when the food is served, you are never absent. But for attending satsang, you make one excuse after another. We have some work to do. How can we come from so far? There are problems at home. This is your attitude to the satsang. Therefore, he says, when you attend the satsang, the Guru tells of the truth that lies within you. You should search out that truth by practicing the meditation. Then the power of Satguru's love will manifest in your within, and you will become absorbed in that power. The love of the world will automatically disappear from your heart, and the true love will manifest in its place. That power never dies, and it will liberate you from birth and death. Bani. Satguru reveals the jewel of Nam. Reverse your attention and ascend to the seat of the soul. The Satguru doesn't give us some outer mantra or incantation to repeat. Within you lies a veritable treasure house filled with the wealth of Nam. But in order to extract that wealth, the mind has to turn inward. What does Satguru do for us? He tells us the method to still the mind within and gives us a connection with the Nam. And Nam is the treasure house of spiritual wealth. That wealth never runs out. In the end, it makes you immortal. If you listen to the satsang with attention and true love, then you will earn this benefit. Kabir Sahib says, "The one who practices the devotion, just imitating others, will never be dyed in the true color." The people who imitate others think, if they are doing the devotion, I will do what they are doing. If they are going to take Nam initiation, I will do that same thing. You can never gain anything by doing the devotion in this way. Bani. Complete this work now. Ascending within, you will attain the knowledge of the Satguru. He tells us that raising our attention to the seat of the soul is our duty. When we withdraw from this body and reach the still point between the eyes, Then the intellect ceases to function. Only the Satguru and the true power of Nam remain. Until we vacate the 9 doors and come to the 10th door, we have to go on making effort. But from that point on, the Satguru himself takes complete charge of the soul. When we need a bathroom cleaned, we call a sweeper to take care of that work, not a Brahmin. In the same way, we ourselves need to clean away the dirt of the 5 elements, and the Satguru tells us the means to accomplish this task. Our job is to have faith in him and practice our meditation regularly according to his instructions. And when we reach up to the gateway of the astral realm, Satguru is standing waiting for us and will take care for all our needs on the journey beyond. Bani. Attend to the words of Radhaswami. Your sufferings will vanish, and you will gain peace and happiness. Treasure his every word in your heart and mold your within according to his teachings. Then all sorrow will be banished, and you will become the form of bliss. End quote. Whoever has attached their attention to that true love within, they can never forget it. The true love resides within us, and if that love becomes manifested even one time, it will never slip away from our remembrance. Love is the most attractive power. Nothing can equal it, not the intellect, not the mind, not the outer wisdom. Within us, that true love is dwelling. Love is the form of the Almighty Lord. The soul is love, and love is the Guru. So he tells us that when the real love, or vira, the pain of separation from the beloved, appears in the within, how could it ever be forgotten? When that love manifests, then our soul remains united with the Dunat Mak Nam, the inner sound, day and night. Baba Somanath.